It's on. What's up, everybody? How you been doing? This is Alex, and welcome back to another series of People in This World. That's a series name. So today we have Mike here. Mike, we used to went to the same middle school, and after that he went to the States for high school. And we've been talking all day long, but I feel like there's still a lot of stories that he hasn't told me. A lot of great, interesting experience. So we're trying to dig into that, and let's listen to his story. You want to introduce yourself, like, real quick?
Yeah, how's everyone doing? I'm Mike. I'm from Beijing. We went to the same middle school, like he said. I came to the States for high school in 2015, and I spent 4 years in Virginia for high school. Then I went to Franklin Marshall College, representing my home school, alma mater. I went there for 4 years. It's a small town called Lancaster in Pennsylvania. And now here I am in Washington, D.C. and doing my graduate studies in international affairs at the GW, at the George Washington University.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll ask you the first question. Before you come to the States, summer of 2015, how did you envision everything? Any expectations? What did you think of it?
Honestly, I was quite nervous before I came here. It's a brand new environment, brand new language. I was going away from my parents.
Mm-hmm, that's for sure.
I stayed with an American family,
mm-hmm.
and I just did not know what to expect. But at the same time, I was very excited.
Mm-hmm.
I want to learn more the brand new culture,
mm-hmm.
make new friends, and I was really looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. A little bit nervous, mixed feeling a little bit.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I was ready for a change. That's my biggest anticipation was everything. My school, my life, including social life, academic life, will be so different.
Yeah.
Get away from the Chinese school to a American.
So you kind of hate it. You kind of hate it.
Oh, I was not a fan. I don't think anyone liked going to school in China.
Yeah, if they got a choice, so nobody wants to go there if they got a choice. Dang.
It was a rough time.
Rough.
We shared this similar experience in middle school.
Yeah, most of the people will understand what are we talking about, right? If you're watching this video, you probably know what we're saying. And so you're trying to take advantage of this opportunity, to change, to embrace yourself, into new life and shit.
New life, more trying to discover. Maybe I have an alternative personality or hobby or a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how was everything going? When you fresh off the boat, how did you adjust? How did you find yourself? You liking it, or it's not what you expected? Stuff like that.
The first semester was rough.
It was rough.
It was rough because the first host family I stayed with, they live in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere.
It's hard to get to anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get a campus. It's hard to go to downtown.
How far was it from your school?
25 minutes drive.
That's alright.
It's alright, but there's nothing going on in that neighborhood.
Okay.
We're kind of far in the woods.
Okay.
And I wished my host brother, he was a year above me.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the same school.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he communicated with me a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Very reserved.
Okay. Minding his own business.
Yeah, he loves playing League of Legends.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of introvert.
Very introverted.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice. They're a nice family, but very different lifestyle.
Okay.
And since it was so hard for me to go anywhere, and
you got no life there.
Basically, every weekend I'm playing video games or reading.
Okay.
We barely had any homework back then.
Okay.
9th grade.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah, at least that part was really nice, just relaxing. But I remember Thanksgiving break, and also we had a couple of snow days. Snow so heavy that we just canceled school. I honestly didn't enjoy them. I wanted to go to school.
Oh, you rather go to school
I'd rather go to school
and have connection with people than like staying home just doing nothing.
Right, I want to socialize.
Yeah, I see.
Instead of just stay in my room for the whole 3 day of the snow day we got, just do the same thing.
You feel like you're trapped there.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. And you moved out after that? After
Yeah, I
first
moved
semester?
out. Yeah, the first semester was rough. Then I started to get used to everything.
Was it like besides like the host family not being like very talkative? Was there any like certain challenges you had to face during that time?
There was a language barrier.
For sure, yeah.
Sometimes it was hard to become close friends to the American community. Like everyone was nice to me, but I don't think anyone considered me as a close friend that we would hang out outside of the classroom.
They respect you, but like you're not close.
Right. We barely had anything in common besides the same love for tennis and soccer. So we did. Besides that, it was
See,
hard.
another point for sports connects people.
Exactly, exactly. I say I made most of my friends were from either my soccer team or my tennis team.
Yeah. Like if you go nowhere, like sports always like open the door for you. And that's end of first semester. And you moved out.
And the first semester, I went back to. Wait, hold on. I stayed here for Christmas break. My mom came to visit, and we went to California together to take a vacation and visit some family friends. And when she left, I got super depressed.
Oh yeah.
I started to miss him so much. I did not. I wanted to stay at school because I get to socialize with people.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm home, I'm by myself.
You feel lonely as hell.
The sense of loneliness, the homesickness was really getting to me.
That's
but it wasn't. I didn't have a mental breakdown. Fortunately, I was able to get myself together, finish the school, and I talked to the international office of my high school, and I wanted to switch a host family.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And also, they also told me that my host family doesn't want to host anymore.
Oh, they're done.
They're done. It's not personal. They just don't want to do host family.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Okay. That's why. Yeah, that's kind of like good for both of you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a struggle for the school to find another host family.
All right.
To be honest, a lot of those families, they want to host an international student, kind of as a side job to make a little extra cash.
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
A lot of my friends who graduated after my freshman year, their situation is a lot worse than mine. So I was actually one of the luckier guys.
You're talking about host family. Their host family is even worse than yours.
Their host family just treat them like shit.
Damn.
They don't really care about
what's going on with them. They just provide their minimum like food and shelter, and that's it.
That's it. Or sometimes they even go out to dinner without
notifying, like let them know. Dang. Yeah.
But it was a struggle to find a host family. Not many family want to host, and a lot of family are hoping to get some money out of it. But when they learn that they actually don't get paid much, they decide not to.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably why my first host family decided not to continue.
Because they was looking for something more than this. Okay.
But once again, great family. I'm really grateful for them, but they just they're very different.
Talking about, bro, what the hell? Yeah.
Gets a little loud in DC sometimes.
Brought crave for attention right there. All right, so like the school did find you another family.
So I was lucky again. I made friends with this guy called Jack my freshman year. He was in my Spanish class, my math class, and he learned that I wanted to switch host family.
Okay.
And he said, "Why don't you come live with us?"
Oh wait, so he is him, the little brother you talk about. So this Jack guy It's actually a classmate.
Yeah, we started off. We were actually in the same soccer team too, so we really got along.
Oh, so you know him before you get into that host family. He was in the same school with you. You go same class.
Yeah, we were close friends.
That's what's up.
Freshman year. And at
Okay.
first I thought he was joking.
But he's serious.
He was serious. He actually went back and talked to his parents.
Wait, wow. That's very kind of him.
Very, very lucky.
Yeah.
I was very lucky.
That's crazy.
And yeah,
So he talked his family into this.
yeah,
Man.
pretty much. At that point, his sister was going to college in DC. She went to Catholic University of America. So Jack was gonna be by himself for most of the time.
Yo. And like her room is gonna be empty anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
might as well just Well,
Yeah.
that's very like such a coincidence. If she doesn't leave, like you won't have a chance to get in there because there's no room for you.
Oh, they have a guest room.
Oh.
I ended up staying at the guest room
Oh
for
yeah,
most
true,
of the time.
true.
Because Taylor, Jack's sister, she comes back once in a while.
Okay.
It's only 2 hours away.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But his parents thought we could take care of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Jack was losing his sister to
Oh,
college,
yeah.
and I need a host family.
Yeah, y'all can support each other.
Yeah, we got along already,
Mm-hmm.
and they saw me as a older brother to Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we did become close enough to call each other
Brothers.
brothers. And
That's good.
I call Jack's parents mom and dad.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Man. Bro, shut Yeah, I'll wait for him.
Should I close my window?
If it helps.
In my.
Yeah, alright. Let's see. I can cut it off, so it don't matter.
Okay.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it's alright. It's not your fault. So yeah, having like a host family is like the most crucial part for a international students to to start a life, kind of like set the tone of what kind of life you have. Like this like a initial time is like very important, like including shaping your like a personality when we're like 16 and shit. And yeah, let's keep hearing about his story.
So yeah, I spent the rest 3 years of my high school time with Jack,
Mm-hmm.
and they taught me a lot. They really helped me get into the American culture. They always bring me to their family trips.
Mm-hmm.
They love traveling. That's another major difference between the two host families. my first host family, they love staying in. They want to relax and watch TV all day.
That's kind of lame.
It is. it was boring.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack's family, on the opposite,
Mm-hmm.
they own 2 lake houses.
Dang.
And one of the lake in Southern Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an hour and a half away. Every Memorial Day
Mm-hmm.
and every Labor Day, one is in September, the other is in May.
Mm-hmm.
We have a long weekend, 3-day weekend.
Mhm.
We drive down to the lake,
Mm-hmm.
just have a chill time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're cool families.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So like from then on, your life's like getting better a little bit, like step by step. You get into like new households, new families, and like everything just feel better, right?
Yeah, and sophomore year was also when I started actually making close friends,
Mhm.
starting to form my own friend group.
Mm-hmm. English got better as well.
Yeah.
Fitting in, no problem.
And classes are easier since my language barrier is
Mm-hmm.
less severe, and also just everything is. I started to get used to everything.
Mhm.
It's not new to me anymore.
Mhm.
I'm familiar with how things are going on,
Mhm.
how things work.
Mm-hmm. You're relaxed and like you're chilled. That's good. So like, fast forward to high school finished, and you move to this Franklin and Marshall College.
Mhm.
Like, was it another transition for you? Like a big shock or no shock? Is it smooth or stuff? anything?
Not as much. Um, Franklin Marshall is a small liberal arts college.
Mm-hmm.
They're total of 2,000 students.
That's really small.
Yeah, it's like smaller than some of the public high schools.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's small.
But the perks of having a small school is it's easier to make friends.
Yeah.
You kind of
Know everybody.
Yeah, you kind of know everybody. And during orientation, I met a lot of friends from pretty much all over the world.
Oh, really? A lot of international students?
A lot of international students. Back in high school, there were Chinese kids, Korean kids, but there were like in total less than 10 of us from other countries.
Mm-hmm.
But college is very different. I met my current roommate, who was from Spain, during orientation. I learned that he plays tennis, and not only that, he's very good at tennis.
Oh, really?
Apparently, he's ranked in Spain.
Oh, he got a rank? Man,
He's
so
like top
he's a little bit
600.
better than you.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, only by a little bit, even though he's ranked.
Yeah, he played for the school, and yeah, we got along on the tennis court. We started doing more stuff together. I also met other friends, some of them from Africa, from Eastern Europe, and obviously a lot of Chinese, Indian, Korean kids. I guess the biggest shock was there's so diverse. The environment was so diverse. I get to talk to these people from different places with different backgrounds. It's honestly very cool experience.
Culture diversity. Yeah, that's why I'm so into that as well. So, yeah, just love meeting new friends from different parts of the world and see how people can react to the same thing but in a different way. You know, how do we think differently? How do we talk differently? How do we eat differently? You know, everything's different. But at the end of the day, we're all just human and we're all kind. We might not share the same language, but the cornerstone is kind of similar. So that's the interesting part of that. And definitely one of the perks of studying abroad. Shout out to mom and dad for everything.
Right.
And then yeah. So you see a lot of international students over there, and yeah, how things kept going after that one, after the first year.
Second year was when COVID hit. Actually, it happened my second semester. We only had half of my spring semester, and before spring break, the school warned everyone we might not go back in person after spring break. That was mid-March, around March 16, and we did not end up having in-person classes after spring break.
Okay.
And all the domestic kids were sent home, but they took care of the international students because we had nowhere to go. We couldn't really just drop out of school and go back to our home country. So we got to stay on campus and take classes online, stay in our dorm.
Yeah.
But very different time. There's no more classroom experience.
Yeah, no more connections.
No more connections. No more face-to-face with the professor.
Yeah.
And also a lot of the professors had a hard time adjusting to teaching on Zoom.
Yeah, they're not used to that.
And so I'd say the quality of my education around that time was definitely
Dropped a lot.
dropped. Yeah. But on the brighter side, they made classes easier.
Yeah.
Because everyone is going through the same thing. It's a stressful time.
Yeah.
And they
don't push you that much.
Not anymore. They reduced the curriculum. They made the tests easier.
Yeah.
Take-home test.
You
Very nice.
know what it is. GPA skyrocketed.
But that was honestly a very difficult time for most of us because we didn't know if we can go back home for that summer. My flight ticket keep getting canceled.
Yeah, that's worse.
Eventually, I decided to stay in the States for the summer. I reached out to my host family from high school to ask if I can stay with them again. And they're like, "Yeah, come back. We miss you a lot." And they love to host me.
That's a real family you got in the States.
It's my second family now. That wasn't the case for most international students.
Yeah, I assume.
They eventually found a way to fly back, even though the tickets were so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And my Chinese friend, I couldn't see them until junior year. So there was a year gap between freshman year until the start of junior year.
Mm-hmm.
They were
It
all back in
all
China,
online?
all
Online
online,
class?
because it was hard for them to come back here from China.
Yeah. And so how was your time like during COVID when so at the first half you stay in the dorm by yourself and then you move out to your host family, and how was things going on back there?
Back in Virginia,
Yeah.
my host family.
Uh-huh.
That was honestly one of my favorite summer breaks
Oh, for real?
of all time.
Because you didn't have to do a lot of things, right?
Dude, yeah, nothing was going on because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I was able to reunite with my high school friends. We end up going for lake trips and
Oh, those profile pictures.
oh yeah, that's
That
from the lake.
Yeah, hashtag Mike me. Yeah, I'll put it right here if you. Can I put it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, make him famous. Click that.
Yeah, give me a follow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was summer when my host parents were not too busy with work.
Mm-hmm.
And my high school friend and we went to the lake. We also had a beach trip.
The one that your host family got a house there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they're rich.
Oh yeah, they're pretty well off.
Mm-hmm.
And the beach trip to South Carolina was also good.
South Carolina.
Palm Beach.
The one that was about to go. Man.
But here you are, New York City, man.
Yeah, New York City sucks. I'll make another one for New York, man. That's another story. Yeah. So like that one went well. So you don't got any depression and shit, like no mental breakdown, anything.
No, that was just a relaxing summer. I try to find a research with one of my professors.
Oh really? You want to do research on that? Like during that time?
During summer, that's because during school, in order to do research, I have to co with my other class on top of the research.
Mm-hmm.
But summer and winter is honestly the perfect time
Because you
to
have
start
time.
a research project.
Oh yeah, you have to, like it's one of the curriculum. It's a compulsory.
It's not mandatory,
Uh-huh.
but it's a good experience to have.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I couldn't find any. The professors were all either busy or they didn't have a project they were working on.
Oh, all right.
I was able to find one the upcoming winter, the winter of my sophomore year.
Mhm.
But that summer, honestly, I just chilled, relaxed.
Yeah, that's
got
good.
to read some books that I want to read
Yeah.
outside the class. Watch a lot of movies,
Mhm.
a lot of video games. That was when Call of Duty Modern Warfare got really popular.
Yeah.
Everyone was playing that game.
That was the golden time, prime time for Warzone.
For Warzone.
Yeah.
Verdansk.
Verdansk.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a
Good
long
old
time ago.
Verdansk. Yep. Yeah. If you got the time to, at that time during COVID, if anything's not going on, like taking care of your mental health is the priority. If you're good, if you're happy, and everything, like anything else comes next to that. Like I've seen people, I got friends in, South Carolina, the transfer program that I was supposed to go to. If not my calculus failure, they going on. They're kind of like locked in a dorm, kind of similar to your situation. If you're not going back to Virginia with a host family, you'll be end up in their like similar situation. They're kind of like locked in a dorm. No interaction with other people, no class, depressed, pretty much just you are locked in your room like a jail for like 3 months and shit, and like mental health really become a thing at that time. A lot of people, never came back the same. People, you can tell people don't come back the same, even though like the time passed, people get more happy, but like there's a scar deep down in the bottom of the heart. Somewhere, I go through that as well. I feel like this COVID thing definitely left a mark in most of us heart. Yeah, so like if you got a time to have fun, that's definitely what you should do. When you first come here, did you like America during the undergrads? And how do you like it now? How's that transition went?
I say I liked America when I came here.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the culture here,
Mhm.
the people.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was friendly and they're very caring.
Mm-hmm.
They genuinely want to help you out.
That's good.
The biggest example would be my host family.
Yeah.
They genuinely want.
Bro, you got luck on that one for real,
Oh, yeah.
man. I'm so jealous about that, bro. For real though.
They wanted to teach me what they know.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted me to succeed.
The
And
kind people.
Kind people.
Mm-hmm.
But then COVID happened. COVID kind of just changed everything.
For real.
And that was also the same time when the George Floyd incident happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The start of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the U.S. just kind of went to chaos.
Yeah. You didn't like that from that point?
I disagree with some of the ways that the U.S. government handled the situation,
Mm-hmm.
but I could see arguments from both sides.
Yeah.
It was a very complicated
It
issue,
is.
with the social justice issue on top of the pandemic.
Yeah.
That was also election year 2020.
True. Everything was going on back then.
It was just a lot of things happening at the same time.
True.
People were stressful. People wanted to find something that they can release their stress on.
Outlet. Yeah.
That was when I was a little frustrated, but at the same time, I'm here to observe. I'm here to learn.
Yeah.
Whatever experience I see,
it is an experience.
it's an experience. There's no black and white.
Yeah.
Especially politics. There's definitely no black and white in politics.
Mm-hmm. Now it's your identity thing. So you're 24 years old. You spend it's 9 years in the States. So like it's almost gonna be like half of his lifetime is spent in the States. How do you identify yourself? Like when we were talking to each other today, because we're all Chinese. At first we were speaking Chinese. At some point he told me like he felt more confident and like fluent in English rather than Chinese. So that led to this like a identity question that I want to ask. How do you see yourself? How do you identify yourself in the States, in this world?
I think more like American now.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, but at the same time, I regret not putting much effort to communicate in Chinese
During your time here in the States?
during my time here. But that was also because most people that I hang out with were either international students from other countries or American students. Now that honestly my Chinese is not as polished as middle school time.
Yeah, because you don't use it, you get rusty.
Right. The only time I used it was my weekly video chat with my parents.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hang out with some Chinese friends I have here.
Mm.
I keep telling myself that I need to make more effort to hang out with my Chinese classmates.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard. It's hard to...
People here are different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
And also, when you don't have that much time, you kind of have to choose
Yeah,
the friend group.
you're gonna have priority. You're gonna figure out who you're gonna spend your precious time with, because we don't have all the time like we used to.
Yeah, definitely. I have more fun just hanging out with some of my American friends.
Mm-hmm. Or international ones.
Or international ones when we go to a local bar and just
Do
chat
things
about
like in a
random
Western
stuff.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, my Chinese friends back in undergrad, we get along perfectly, but we just don't spend our weekend together
That much.
because we have fun in different ways.
Yeah.
They like to stay in and play mahjong
Mm-hmm.
or play poker.
Yep.
And my friend group were more into going out, grab a drink, even go to a club.
Yeah, because you spent like those solid 4 years in high school that totally like transform how do you live, how do you talk, how do you think, and now if you're trying to go back to like the old environment where people think in the original Chinese way, you're gonna find it hard because you're already like whitewashed.
Whitewashed?
If that's okay.
Sure,
to say.
I guess.
To some level.
Yeah, I guess. Definitely a time, especially junior year of college,
Well,
when
whatever.
I was having an identity crisis.
Oh yeah.
That all my friends were American kids, but at the same time,
You are not American.
I don't see myself as fully American.
Yeah.
I'm inherently Chinese.
Yeah.
My blood is from China.
Yeah, we look different at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of like similarities, but at the end of the day, we are not one of them. We are Chinese. We have our great stuffs, and even if we try to get rid of like whatever the cornerstones are, we can't and we shouldn't. And just keep talking about your like a crisis and how do you get through there.
Oh yeah, I wanted to become more of a part in the Chinese school.
Oh yeah.
But I found out I couldn't really fit in.
Yeah.
And
You're trying to refit in the Chinese group, but you just found yourself you couldn't do that.
Right, and they kind of see me as an American kid.
ABC type of stuff.
Yeah, which lead to like a culture barrier, culture shock. Very funny. Experiencing culture shock again.
Even with Chinese people. Yeah, I feel you. Even with my 2 years stay in Australia, it's 2 years short, and like I still spend time with a lot of Chinese people. I go back to like China last winter break. I find certain level of culture shock, and China changed as well. Chinese changed as well. 8 years, China won't be the same, and we changed. He changed as well, majorly, big time. And then we trying to like get back to the homeland with our own people. It won't be the same story.
I guess the key just to find where you can find where it gives you the feeling of feeling safe.
Mm-hmm. Where you feel relaxed.
Yeah, like a safe space. That's what they call it. They use this word for inclusive.
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, it was a hard time for me. I was just questioning.
Who are you?
Maybe not
where am I gonna
deep,
go?
Maybe not that deep, but I was starting to question how I interact with people around me, how I socialize.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, I realized I was overthinking a lot.
True. Yeah.
Just gotta find the place where I feel safe.
Yeah.
Like,
Just go wherever you want to go. Just go. Yeah. Definitely relate to some point, but like on a like opposite way. So me, I go out to study abroad when I was like already 20, 21. So it was kind of late. I was thinking the opposite way. I was trying to fit into the the local culture because I was like, dang, bro, I'm here to study abroad. I gotta learn, observe, and get involved as much as possible into the local culture. But like at that time, I was 21, bro. I'm already kind of developed. It's not like when you're like in your like a juvenile years, everything is possible for you to change the shape. 21 is I have my own thoughts,
right.
like my values and everything. So my first like half a year in Australia, I'm trying to fit in and everything, but I just don't work, cause the culture difference is already there. And I was so affected by Chinese traditional cultures. I read a lot of like Chinese traditional classic books, and that kind of ingrains in my mind right now, and that kind of defines who I am and how do I view things. And eventually, I just give up, like trying to get involved and I still trying to thrive, trying to take advantage of my time and all these opportunities around me, but like definitely stop trying to get involved, like trying to fit in. I quit fitting in, and that actually helped me fit in more, because you know that, right? That kind of feeling, when you give up, you relax, you actually be you. You're more attractive to people around you.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
When you stop to force something.
Yeah, it happens naturally. Yeah. States, bro. And the United States changed a lot, like over all these years. Like my image towards it, like keeps shifting. When I was a kid, I was like, dang, all I think of was Transformers, Avatar, and what else? Flash. That was the show that I follow all the way, and Friends, all these like icons, images, and later on it was something else. Later on, I kind of like pivot myself and learn from Chinese culture again. So the American expectation or stuff like that kind of died down a little bit, and now it's studying abroad. It's Australia, it's NYC. I kind of like relearning myself about how do I view these places, and it's really interesting to see like how my opinion shifts along the way. It's even sometimes it happens way before you realize that, and then someday soon you just realize, man, that's what I'm thinking right now. I didn't even notice that. That's kind of interesting. You ever got that feeling?
It's like a journey of self-discovery.
True. It's a long time. It's a long talk today. It's going to be a lot of editing for me to do, and I'm gonna cut this video right here. And my boy got a little bit of extra homework to do, and I'm gonna let him go on that one. And if you got any question on his experience, on me, feel free to leave any like comments. What's going on? In the comment section down below. And
just not focusing.
Yeah, bro, focus. Yeah,
there we go.
That's what's up. And you got his Instagram. You got my Instagram as well all the time. And make sure you keep talking to us, and any topic you want to see, let us know. And I'll think if I can try to make a video out of it. And other than that, just stay up and keep at the grind. You guys all have a good one, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for bringing me on.
Well, thank you for having me today, bro. Thank you,
bro,
for having me to your place. And it's really nice meeting you. And anytime you come to NYC, make sure you hit me up.
For sure, man.
All right, that's it. Boom. Okay, that should be it.
That's how you end the video.